The first runner-up is Miss Space City Chloe Burke, which means your new Miss Texas is Miss Southlake Annette Addo-Yobo.
History was made in that moment right there as Annette Addo-Yobo earned the title of Miss Texas 2024. Addo-Yobo's win is one to remember. She became the first immigrant-born woman to take the crown. She joins me now to discuss the moment and her journey as the newest Miss Texas. Good morning, Annette, and congrats on this achievement.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll get right to it. Talk to us about what was going through your mind while you were standing on stage and you were announced as the winner.
Honestly, I don't remember much of it. It was such a surreal experience. What helped me just to keep grounded was when I turned around right after I was crowned and did my first walk and got to hug all of my sisters. The sisterhood is honestly what keeps me going in the pageant world. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of them for being behind me through this incredible journey to the crown of Miss Texas.
All right, you were born in Ghana, but you were raised here in the States. How did your upbringing play a role in all this journey?
I think it played a huge role in the fact that I am able to connect with people in a different way. I grew up in 3 different countries, one of them being the US. I also lived in Canada and Ghana throughout my time, and the cultures are just completely different. But Texas is very similar in that it is a melting pot of cultures. And being a representative of the state now, I have a duty to be able to connect people to the crown in a new way. And so I'm really looking forward to being able to connect with people from different cultures and hopefully be able to show them that they can be seen and represented in this crown.
When did you know that you wanted to be Miss Texas, and what drew you to the crown?
Well, my senior year of college, I got to compete in the Miss Black and Gold pageant during my senior year, and that was my first exposure to pageantry. But I held the title for barely a month because shortly after my crowning, COVID happened, and I felt horrible that I couldn't do anything with my title. And so I looked up the Miss America pageant, and it turns out you had to be a U.S. citizen, which I was not at the time in 2020. So in 2022, when I watched the 85th Miss Texas, Avery Bishop, win Miss Texas, that kind of sparked my interest again to be able to compete because I just gotten my citizenship a couple months before, and the rest is history. Now I'm 2 years into being in the Miss America program and get to hold the state crown.
All right, tell us a little bit about your advocacy work, the Spark Project, and the Texas Cares for Children program. What does that mean to you? And again, just talk to us a little bit about what they are.
The Spark Project is my community service initiative that's dedicated to autism safety, awareness, and education. It all started with an incident with my younger brother who wandered out of the classroom. And it reminded me that there is still so much work that needs to be done when it comes to advocacy, education, and training for children on the spectrum. And so I have partnered with the Organization for Autism Research, with Autism Speaks, to bring that visibility, information, and training to the entire North Texas area, and now as Miss Texas, planning to make that statewide, focusing on legislation that addresses some of those needs and gaps in the autistic community, and of course just being a representation for the autistic community and making sure that people know that we are here, that we need help, we need resources, and hopefully that our legislators come this legislative session in January can start to put our needs at the forefront as well.
You already touched on some of the things that you have in mind for your future. What other goals might you have?
Yeah, so I really would love to go to law school. I actually had to put off law school for this year so that I could focus on my reign as Miss Texas. The next stop after this is Miss America, which I am so excited for and still can't believe that I get to compete in that opportunity. The current Miss America, Madison Marsh, is an incredible woman and just a testament to how incredible this organization is. And so I'm very honored that I get to be able to share that stage come January in Orlando, Florida. And I actually have aspirations to become a Texas state senator one day, so stay tuned on that.
That's incredible. All right, for those watching right now, Texans, Houstonians, what's your message to the community?
My message for anybody out there is to just try something different. I was a tomboy growing up. You couldn't pay me to be in a dress or in a gown or anything else. But taking this new chance and taking this new opportunity absolutely changed my life. Saying yes to a new opportunity changed my life. I've now earned over $40,000 in scholarships, which I could use towards my law school education. And it all came out of saying yes to an opportunity. So if you're out there thinking about something and just didn't think that you could potentially do it, just try it. You never know what is on the other side of that door.
I'm sure it's been a whirlwind. Sounds like you have to take care of that voice, right?
Yes, a little.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. And congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.